What's going on? How are you? How are you out there? What did you do today? Where did you go today? Welcome to the show. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. It's my pleasure being here on a Monday to keep you company until 5 o'clock. The show is called Inside the Zone with Lady D. Brought to you by Cool Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Reed Avenue in the Bronx. Soji and Keisha. Hi. As always, on a Monday, I have a great lineup for you. Gotta say hi to everyone who went out to work today. You worked hard for your money today. You worked hard for your salary. You worked hard for your wage, whatever you want to call it. You worked hard today, and no one is going to take that away from you. You are a hard worker. Not only are you working hard, but you're working smart. A very special good afternoon to 97.7 Fever FM and Side FM 88.9. Hey, to all those who have it locked with me here on Linkage Radio, 104.5, 101.7. I understand the listener of the month for Linkage Radio is Christian Smith. He's 80 years old. Hello, Christian. You ought to be home from school right about now. The Monday Drive keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Where are you walking? Where do you reside? Where are you driving right now? It's a nice and easy Monday afternoon. It has been nice weather, don't you think? It hasn't been all that bad, I don't think. But brace yourself, it's going to be coming soon. Joke on me for the afternoon. Here's a joke on me for the afternoon. Now, I can't tell you why. I'm not sure. I've been going over this thing in my mind, wondering where did I fall off course of the calendar? Now, I got up this morning saying to my aunt how, yesterday when I got home from church, of course she was there, she got home from church, and so did I. And I was feeling a little exhausted because I worship at 8 o'clock. So I got there early and went through the motions of church, right? Had a wonderful day at church. But from I woke up yesterday morning, so again, the joke is on me. This is a Monday afternoon joke on me. So when I woke up yesterday morning, I'm like, oh man, I felt so rested because in my head, we gained an hour. I don't know where that came from. I didn't have a discussion with anyone, however, but in my mind, we already changed the clock. So I'm saying, oh, if it's, in Jamaica, we would have been so and so, but now we're on the same time. So I happened to say to my aunt, and she said, no, we haven't changed over yet. I said, we haven't? She said, no. I said, I don't know where I got that from. I'm the only one in the world who thought so, at least here in the US. So that's me for the afternoon. 20 minutes after 5 o'clock. Reminding you, you can also log on to YouTube and type in my search name, Inside the Zone with Lady D. You'll catch me there live, up close and personal. Inside the Zone with Lady D on YouTube. And I'm there. You can check me out live. Hey everybody, 914-600-4228. 914-600-4228. The telephone number to the Linkage Radio Studio. That's how you log on to me. Give me a call. And if you'd like to catch me while you're on the run, you can dial on your phones 914 no, 605-562-0233. 605-562-0233. And if you'd like to speak with me off air, it's 914-665-0106. 914-665-0106. Welcome to the show. Switching gears in a few minutes with the Monday beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. Music, music, music on a Monday. And I have voices for you. A few weeks ago, I saw this clip, but I wasn't able to play it because I wasn't around. But I decided I'm going to play it this afternoon for you. You know, my tag is the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. And my intellectual voice that you'll be hearing this afternoon, she's only 9 years old. What were you doing when you were 9? I'm trying to remember what I was doing when I was 9. Sometimes I try to remember what I had to eat yesterday. Am I the only one? I don't think so. Nevertheless, I'm switching gears. Welcome to the show, everybody. If you're joining me for the very first time, my name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. And of course, I have been hosting this program. It is my brainchild, Inside the Zone. It brings you interesting people and features within the Caribbean community, across the Caribbean and the world. So wherever you are at the right place this afternoon. It's all about time. I started this show officially on June 5, 2008. Where are you? What are you doing? It's my pleasure to have you. Sit back, relax, and enjoy for about 3, 6, 9, or 10 minutes of great music. The Monday beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. In my neighborhood, he gets me down. So late at night, always a fussing fight, always a fussing fight, all through the night. I got to get away from there. This is not a place for me to stay. I've got to take my family and find a quiet bang against the wall, bang against the wall, no rest at all. So late at night, always a fussing fight, always a fussing fight, all through the night. I've got to get away from here. This is not a place for me to stay. I've got to take my family and find a quiet
In my neighborhood, in my neighborhood, he gets me down. So late at night, always a fussing crying, always a fussing crying, all through the night. I'll get over it. I'll be on the world. No everything, all the suffering for me. I was wondering desperately. I wanna be loved. Who do you think I am now? Where you want me to be? Who do you want me to be? Be loved. With those things that I told you in my heart. Don't wanna take it back. I guess it's my chance. It's such a long time, but I know so true love. The comfort is hard to find. Don't pretend not wasting my time. I work to a small man, it's really hard to find. I'm telling you, lady, I'm holding you, man, not looking for positivity. Don't catch it, you will, woman, with sincerity. Someone who is always there to hold me. Show me you care up front and hold me. Don't shut my feelings on the positive means. From the morning noon, all season, I wanna be loved. I'm who you think I am, not who you want me to be. Who you love me for me, be loved. It goes straight with that, I wanna give you my heart. Baby, who are the thing I want? What I want to reach you must be somewhere out there. Somewhere what should be. Can't go, what should I be in a love rock? So the I'm like, keeping us from money, but you ain't not creepy. Everybody got now. So I say, I'm telling you, if I do we a shot, don't no fantasy. Over the day, my life like a string. I got it, the honor nothing. I am also lonely inside, so I sing. Love, I'm who you think I am now. Who you want me to be? Who you love me for me? Real love, with no string attached. I wanna give you my heart, lady. I would spend many nights alone. Oh, if you think attention, I'd rather be alone. Tell yourself it's my turn to phone. I miss a lot of communication. Why? If there's a light within my day, I'd rather stay in isolation. Or not special, someone a lifetime away. I know that I'll be okay. Cross my heart every day. I live, I pray, and I know she'll come my way. Night and day, for this woman I pray. I wanna be loved. Who you think I am now? What you want me to be? Only love me for me, real love. With love, straight with that, I wanna give you my heart. So I wanna take it back, and this is my chance. I've been searching and fighting all time, but I know so true love, but comfort is hard to find. Don't pretend I'm blessed in my time. I'm virtuous woman, it's really hard to find. I'm telling you, lady, I'm holding you, man. I know you for the possibility. Don't I tell you, we know woman with sincerity. Someone who is always there to hold me. Show me you care of front and hold me. Don't shut my feelings all over me. From the morning, noon, all season. I want to be loved. I want to think I am so I glory, hallelujah. Hallowed be thy name, O Most High God. Glory be to the Most High God. Hallowed be thy name. King of kings and Lord of lords. worthy to be praised. I ascribe to you dominion, power, and grace. Throughout the years and years to come, you'll always be the same. It's me again, God, and I'm on my knees today. Help me, God, I pray. Don't wanna be away. It's me again, God, and I'm on my knees today. Help me, God, I pray. Preserve my soul today. I look around the world today, oh, God, and you will see. Pharisees, backbiters, taking up in vanity. But I know you control my destiny, and from you all blessings flow. From yesterday, even today, and tomorrow, it's me again, God, as I fall on my knees today. Help me, God, I pray, no one I need help. It's me again, God, as I fall on my knees today. God, be God, I pray, preserve my soul today. Ooh, yeah, yeah. My heart you let flesh it be. Oh God, I see to walk your way, your holy way. I pray my soul to be. For my enemies encamping me, I know I will stand forevermore under your banner, and for always in your hand. It's me again, John, as I fall on my knees today. Help me, God, I pray, the one I need get away. It's me again, John, as I fall on my knees today. Help me, God, I pray, preserve my soul today. Ah, glory, hallelujah. Bless my soul, oh God. Oh, say glory be the most high God. Hallowed be thy name. The King of kings and the Lord of lords, worthy to be praised. And ascribe to you dominion, power, and praise. From the years and years to come, and for all the race, it's me again, John, as I fall on my knees today. Happy God, I pray, the one I need. It's me again, God, as I fall on my knees today. It's me again, God, as I fall on my knees. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the zone with Lady Deeks, a Monday drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. You're invited to give me a call, 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. Inside the Zone brings you interesting people and features within the Caribbean community, across the Caribbean, and the world. Where are you? What are you doing? I'd like to say hi to those of you who are tuned in to 88.9. I saw a lady at my church yesterday. I will not say her name. And she said, Lady D, I heard her that I do have connecting partners, 88.9 being one of them. And I gave her the two other stations that also connect with me here. And she took them all. So I'm hoping that she's listening to me this afternoon. 914-600-4228. As always, you know, I have the segment Voices, and I promised you that I have a sixth student with two CSC subjects. And this was aired back in September on television Jamaica in Jamaica. And I also have the segment at 6 p.m., which is keeping the know with news happenings and facts. And that's all about the latest in the news headlines. Oh my goodness, our heads are literally spinning
in this country because of the numerous tragic incidents that have been happening here in this country, and a lot of people are wondering why should I leave my house, etc., etc. But before I get into all of that, I do to date in Jamaica and in Voices. It's the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. Meet my little.
We can't tell them I'm you. I don't really remember, but sitting graduation level exams, I'm certain wasn't what I was doing. Oh, Jamaya, congratulations. Um, why would you be sitting CSEC at age 9? Who encouraged you to do that?
The principal of the institution and my cousin Tashin Henry.
Which institution?
Institute of Correction.
Institute of Correction. So you used to go with mommy when you were a child, yes?
Yes.
Because mommy was
When you
there
were a child?
when she was a child. 3. Well, you know, apparently here. So is schoolwork hard for you, or is it just something that comes really easily?
So at some part it is hard, but I get to challenge myself and I get on to.
What's the hardest part?
The hardest part for me is understanding and getting to remember the things that I get to work.
Because you have a good teacher, right?
Yes.
Is it really a good teacher, or is it all you?
You have good
Okay,
teachers.
good answer.
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, congrats to you, by the way. How difficult is this? And what age group do you normally teach, by the way?
All right, thanks for having me. I normally teach the ages anywhere from 18 upwards.
18 upwards.
But at ICC, we really cater for persons who would have wanted a second shot at the CXC experience, even though persons would conventionally come to us from the beginning. Now, in terms of Jamaya, if you realize she had a trophy. Now, in terms of Jamaya, if you realize she had a trophy in her hand, I remember when she was much younger, she was extremely brilliant and she could spell better than most of the students in the class. And I suggested that she did the spelling bee championship, but she did the Clarendon reading competition at age 4, which she won. And
At age 4.
at age 4, she does great. And we would have been, I mean, she has a great support team, and she may not want to tell you, she has any subject that she is thinking of doing, she has all the materials. And she'll also tell you that she loves YouTube, and she doesn't use YouTube for music and videos. She actually uses it to assist her in
Yeah,
learning.
but why biology? Why biology?
I'm so interested in the human body and I love to read books about the human body.
Okay, so what you want to do I was going to say when you grow up, that is you grow up already.
She wants to be a neurologist.
Yes, I want to become a neurologist.
What does a neurologist do?
A neurologist studies and cares for the brain.
And why that aspect? Well, biology, so that makes sense. But why the brain necessarily?
I wanted to experience what the brain looks like and how does it function.
But biology, I mean, just thinking about it, I get squeamish. You have to put up roads and all kind of stuff like that.
No,
No?
Which biologist?
Just something like that, you know.
Not sure. Maybe not at this stage. You're gonna have to dissect when you get to high school, right?
Definitely.
Right.
And she wants to continue doing that. But with human and social biology, we don't do much of that practical stuff.
Okay.
It's really mostly theory. We do have practicals, however, it's not that deep seated because we mostly focus on the social biology more than the human biology because we understand that the social problems are what needs fixing.
Okay. As a teacher, have you ever experienced anything like what Jamari has done?
No, I've never experienced it, and it's one of the things that, it is a little bit more enthused for me.
Sorry, look at that picture. Look at that picture.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, but look at
A little more
that.
enthused because one of the things that you can actually, get out of something like this, even though we boasted this year, a 97% passes in human and social biology. I mean, the highlight of really Jamaya.
So what is she studying now? Now that she's conquered two, say,
Well,
she said,
she is doing English A, Principles of Business and Office Administration, which the
so she's going to
principal,
sit in the next,
which
but too much
she's,
things that she
she's the one who determines that she wants to do these subjects, and her principal, Mr. Omar Henry, for ICC, he's the one who's guiding her in those subjects.
Well, I have some breaking news. Zamaya will be 10 in December. She will be the Prime Minister before she reaches 11. Before she reaches 11, she will be the Prime Minister.
I mean, the people who are watching us were going to say, God, I can't be helped. She's doing CSEC and she's doing PEP. I mean, should our teachers not be saying, all right, take your time and what do you say to that?
No,
sir?
this was one of the things, one of the concerns that we had. However, you have to realize and recognize prodigy when you see it. And one thing, the only that I was telling her, you're right, too slow. But she went and she worked on it. And after a while, she was writing at the same level and the pace as the other students. So as long as you challenge her, because I was saying at first, no, just wait until you do GSAT, it was GSAT at the time, wait until you do GSAT and then all of this. But she insisted that, guess what? I think I can manage this.
Jamaya, what else do you do? You do sports, you watch video games, what you do? What you do?
For fun.
Yeah.
I watch DIYs and I also watch videos that teach us about the body, anything that we learn in
For
class.
fun, miss. What do you do? That's not fun?
For
This
fun.
is an amazing time. You don't go tell and play. You rap on the.
Sometimes I play with my baby sister.
What do you play? Let me work on your.
We play hide and seek.
Oh, praise God. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Jamaya, you're going to be fine.
I'm glad to
You're
hear
going
that.
to be fine. But you need
Wow.
to have some fun. But you're going to be fine. And I'm sure the family ensures that you have fun and stuff.
Private training. Teacher said you have to recognize private training.
Sir, fantastic.
Definitely. I just want to say, if I may, that at the Institute of Career Choice in Mayfair, we have 3 branches, by the way, Mayfair, Mandeville, and Old Harbour. And this year we celebrate 15 years. And it's really an oasis for those who really think that, CXC is a thing that they can't conquer. I mean, it doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are, we cater for you. And this year, we want to give back to the community of Mayfair. So we're having a 5K on the 7th of October, as well as we're having a little get together on the 13th for fasting, a retro get together. And persons could contact 986-6340 for more information.
And Jamaya, I want you to figure out how many steps in the 5K.
Divided by, I'm trying to sit down, multiplied by 3. Come back after you sit those exams. Do you promise?
Yes.
Teach,
Fantastic.
bring her back the ones after after she sits
Fantastic.
those 3 exams. And you're okay. And you're off to
Great to
you're
meet
not
you.
go high school, you're going to just keep
Great
doing
to
those
meet you.
steps.
She'll be at Harvard.
She's
so-
going to have it,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Fantastic. And you're going to be the greatest neurologist in
She's going to go back to UA and she's going to make a difference at the UHWI. I see it for you, lady. Respect.
Anybody want to say good morning and hi to just look in that camera right there? Anybody want to say good morning?
Yes, I want to say good morning to my mommy and my baby sister. I want to say hi to my school, St. Thomas More Preparatory, and the principal, Dr. Morgan. I also want to say good morning to the Institute of Career Choice as well.
You're always going to the Institute of Career Choice.
Prime Minister.
Sometimes we feel like a failures, but we just go.
You are actually.
Wow.
You have never failed at anything. She has never failed at anything in her life. Well, maybe track, but no. The incredible future neurologist, Jamaya Sheikh, and her teacher.
We are
Yeah, Messiah.
we can't read.
Soon come back.
Isn't that interesting? She's only 9. She's a grade 6 student. St. Thomas More Preparatory School, by the way, is in Maypen in Clarendon, Jamaica, West Indies. And every now and again, I like to highlight how well, exceptionally well, or students are doing in Jamaica. A myriad of negative headlines are coming out of the country, and they are real. Murders, corruption at the highest, but we are still doing well. And for her to be 9, we were all saying at 9, we were just, I used to ride bicycle a lot through Orange Grove without a break. That was it. I was a tomboy. Bicycle up any hill. I don't know. I was doing my schoolwork, but I can't say I was as focused as she is. And I'm sure she gets a lot of support and exposure does a lot because she has been accompanying her mom to her job. And I guess over time, I mean, since she was 3, now she's 9, and it's already formulated in her mind about human and social biology. Hmm. Great, great. I'm so proud and so proud of her. And I'm sure we'll be hearing great, great things about this young 9-year-old in Jamaica coming out of Clarendon in Jamaica. By the way, I was raised in Clarendon, so I can give a little wave. We're doing things in Clarendon. Good afternoon to everyone, those of you who are stopping by on the YouTube, those of you who are logging on to linkageradio.com, you're on soundgospel.net, and you're also on UncleHarryRadio.com, 97.7, 88.9. This is 104.5, 101.7. I'm your host, Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone with Lady D. How about some music? Right after the music, I have a little feature for you, and then, of course, we'll be getting into our newscast at 6 p.m. Stick and stay with me. Don't you go anywhere. She's no longer with us, but her music lives on. Whitney Houston on a Monday afternoon. I'm every woman. Whatever. The Bodyguard was great, wasn't it? Whatever you need. Anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally. For some every woman, it's all in me. The late Whitney Houston and everyone. Good afternoon to you inside the zone with Lady D. Denise Gomez, 914-600-4228. The telephone number to call, 914-600-4228. It's a Monday afternoon, the Monday drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. How much do you know about Grand Central Terminal? You've always been going to Grand Central. You're going here, you're going there, stopping off, meeting someone, picking them up, traveling somewhere. Well, here on the show, it's all about interactive facts, interactive features, and so much more music and news. News is at 6 p.m. I'll be going through the headlines as they appear. And of course, you get a chance to discuss the headlines with me by calling 914-600-4228. Reminding you, the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 718-324-7484. They deliver with a purchase of $20 and up. They offer catering service. All items are subjected to tax. 1802 Reed Avenue in the Bronx. It's Monday. Place your order for your lunch. Well, it's about lunchtime for you or dinner by now. You can order your chili beans or your cow skin, stew peas, cow foot, tripe and bean, oxtail, curry goat, curry chicken, jerk chicken, fried chicken, brown stewed chicken. Wow. Baked salmon with chili sauce. Want to place your order? Go right ahead. It's 5:54 p.m. Got a little bit for you of the Grand Central Terminal. Right afterwards, it's the news.
Okay, in order to shout it out, to be the simple.
Whether you're a lifelong New Yorker or just a happy tourist like me, you probably know the basics, like that's the plaza, that's Fifth Avenue, but do you know what that statue is right there? You probably walk by it thousands of times and never even know. Shame on you. Today, we're going to teach you. But we promise this lesson will be a fun one. You know how when you're a kid and all you ask is why? Well, I never quite outgrew that whole quest for knowledge phase. In fact, I've made a career out of asking who, what, where, why, and how as an arts and travel reporter for the past 20 years. So, if I have an insatiable curiosity about the exciting, inspiring, beautiful world of art, architecture, and hidden history all around us, I bet you do too. This isn't your typical what to do on a vacation travel show. Oh no, this is your all-access pass to a deeper understanding of the world's great art and architecture, people and places, history, and how did they do that. So come along on our educational journey, our field trip for grown-ups who have never quite grown up, and learn with Curious Traveler. Here's what I'm curious about at Grand Central. How did turn-of-the-century designers use this newfangled thing called electricity?
Hey, Chris, well,
Why bother to make a train station look like a palace? Are those constellations up there backwards? Why is there a patch of dirt on the ceiling? Why do I keep seeing acorns everywhere? Why are there plain old light bulbs on the chandeliers? Could they afford something better? How did that woman just disappear inside the information booth? And finally, how did the clock cleaners get all the way up here to clean? Grand Central Terminal was completed in 1913 at a cost of $80 million, and at the time was hailed as the largest and greatest railway terminal in the world. Grand Central covers nearly 70 acres with a massive two-story train yard with 123 tracks, all underground, specifically so it wouldn't disturb that prime Manhattan state above. In 1908, all steam-powered trains had to switch to electric, and Grand Central was one of the world's first all-electric buildings and took all this new technology underground. Well, this was first conceived, it was really revolutionary, talking about having traffic going underground so that when you're walking above it, you don't even realize what's happening underneath.
With 700 trains coming and going every day, we don't see any trains. Right. Even on all the streets and areas, no trains to be seen.
But Grand Central isn't only a triumph of civil engineering, it had to be a triumph in Beaux-Arts architecture as well. In 1869, a wise group of people said, it's really enough. When you arrive at your destination, you should enter the city through a palace, not a shed. And I say, today, more than 100 years later, here at Grand Central Terminal, mission accomplished. The architectural firms of Reed & Stem and Warren & Wetmore created a main concourse at the center of their terminal. The space is both cavernous and majestic, at 275 feet long, 120 feet wide, and 125 feet high. It's truly palatial.
The Vanderbilts, the wealthiest family in the United States, and they were the owners of the greatest railroad in this nation. And for this to be the central hub, the home point of it, in order to shout it out, to be the symbol, they made this place palatial. They made it to a temple of transportation.
And this temple was built between 1903 and 1913, when the original building was torn down and replaced in that breathtaking Beaux-Arts style. Modeled after the ancient Roman baths, and like many of New York's grand landmarks, the architecture of Paris. Was this based on the Paris Opera House?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the staircases on either side are modeled after those of the Paris Opera House. And even those have a little secret, because the one on the east side is actually 1 inch smaller than the one on the west side. The west side is the one that's original. The other one here was put in fairly recently, even though it was planned. And just so to let archaeologists know, hundreds of thousands of years in the future, when they discover this place again, it wasn't put in at the same time. People coming through here are aghast, especially from other countries and other parts of this nation. Because where have you ever seen a building that so celebrated transportation? No airports look like this. No other train stations or terminals look like this.
And to make it feel even more heavenly, as you enter the main concourse, look 125 feet up and you will see a gorgeous mural covering a staggering 35,000 square feet. It is of the night sky by artist Paul Pellew and shows all the zodiac signs and stars in all their splendor. The only problem is he got it all backwards.
The truth is, the muralist was looking down this chart and then up at the ceiling, and he got a mirror image. The Vanderbilts, when they heard about this, came down here, and this ceiling is lit with stars to rip it all out. They came up with a much simpler explanation. They said, oh, yes, we know, which they did. They said they did it on purpose, which they didn't.
And so the story goes that the Vanderbilts and the artist Paul César.
And so the story goes. It's now 6 p.m. Welcome to Inside the Zone. Are you just popping in, checking out the show, wondering, what is Lady D doing this evening? Well, I'm always up to stuff. But of course, at 6 o'clock on a Monday afternoon here on the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. It's all about news straight from the headlines. And if you're on YouTube, I want to say good afternoon to you. As always, thank you for stopping by. Those of you who are streaming on linkadradio.com, you're also streaming on signgospel.net, that's Sign FM 88.9. Hello, Pastor Millwood and the team, how are you? And to Fever FM 97.7. www.unclehowieradio.com. This is Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. Log on to www.linkageradio.com. You can also catch me on YouTube, Inside the Zone with Lady D. On YouTube, Inside the Zone with Lady D. It's my pleasure having you. I am going to be heading into the newscast right about now because our heads are literally spinning with news headlines that we don't even know what to say, what to do, how to respond, which one to talk about, which one to read first. We really don't know. It's really hard. But for you to be able to discuss the headlines with me this afternoon, I invite you to dial 914 600 4228. 914 600 4228. And we'll be talking news for a good half an hour. So you're able to talk with me and share your viewpoints with me. And so, no, the news that I've tried to source for you, there are times when I'm like, oh God, do I have to present this one? But then it's current news and it's relative, and yeah. And there's nothing else I can do but to present the news. 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Welcome to the segment, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure having you this afternoon. That's what I'm talking about. Good afternoon. Welcome to our first headline and keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts. Brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Good afternoon to all the avid listeners on Linkage Radio and Inside the Zone. And wherever you are in the world, stick and stay with me. Don't go anywhere. We have so much to talk about this afternoon. Let's start off with this unfortunate plane that crashed with 189 people on board. Uh, oh, when I saw it this afternoon via one of our major networks, I said, oh no, not another one. Out of Jakarta, after retrieving 6 bodies from the sea where an Indonesian passenger plane crashed near Jakarta Monday, search and rescue officials say they fear there will be no survivors. Lion Air Flight JT610 was carrying 189 people, including 3 children, when it disappeared from radar just 30 minutes after takeoff, according to Basarnas, Indonesia's national search and rescue agency. The plane, a new Boeing 737 MAX 8, was carrying 181 passengers, as well as 6 cabin crew members and 2 pilots. It was bound for Pangkal Pinang on the Indonesian island of Bangka. Oh my goodness. And of course, they are searching for all these people. If you have seen a picture, a live aerial shot, you will see part of the aircraft protruding out of the water, and the rescue team are working really, really hard. There are some clips on CNN where you see people mourning because their family members are on this flight. How many people remember the days when you would just take a flight and you are bidding each other goodbye? Even today, you're saying goodbye to each other at the airport and everybody says travel safely, and they'll even say a prayer with you, and then an aircraft disappears off the radar. It's like nowhere to be found. And there's also a new TV series on NBC, I think it is. Yes. And that one is depicting a flight that left the island of Jamaica and disappeared for 5 years. I'm like, really, people, you're all creative, but nevertheless. um, so this is very sad news. And here is also a photograph of the captain and, all 189, 6 crew members have passed away. If you'd like to call me and discuss the headlines as they appear, you may give me a call, 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know with news, happenings, and facts here on Inside the Zone with Linkage Radio. Okay, here is the headline. 9 injured when a woman blows herself up in Tunisia's capital. Did you see this one? A woman blew herself up on Monday afternoon in the center of Tunisia's capital, Tunis, injuring at least 9 people, the Tunisian Interior Ministry spokesperson told the major network. The suicide bomber, a 30-year-old woman who was not previously known to authorities, detonated near a police patrol, wounding 8 security personnel and 1 civilian, the Interior Ministry said in a statement. The bomber was the only person killed in the explosion, which struck near a theater on Habib Bourguiba Avenue, one of the city's central thoroughfares, at 1:55 p.m. local time, which is 8:55 p.m. Eastern time. A state I do apologize for that. A state of emergency has been in effect for Tunisia since a spate of terror attacks rocked the country in 2015. Tunisia's presidency announced an extension of the nationwide state of emergency earlier this month, amid a tense political atmosphere. One of the most recent large-scale attacks to hit Tunisia came in March 2016, when scores of militants launched an assault on a military barracks near the country's border with Libya. So that's it, a young woman, she's only 30 years old. When you are brainwashed to the max. People who are seeking for something, I'm not going to say the truth. People who are searching, literally searching for something. If you package it well enough, if you decide to create something and it sounds novel, it's fresh and people will go after it because they say, oh man, I've never heard of this before. And before you know it, there is a following. And people have to be very careful of the things that you are going after, that you're seeking, because there are people who are creating all kinds of false teachings out there. And they're really misleading people. People are being misguided and losing their way. Welcome. News as it appears here inside the zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Now, for those of you who are seniors in this country and you know of people in Jamaica who are CDs, did you know that the AGD assists government pensioners with opening new bank accounts? As a matter of fact, seniors are not getting checks anymore. There's an online program that they have put in place for people to receive their pensions monthly. So the administrative costs have been severely cut. And I believe the government will now be making money. Because if you're talking about writing how many thousands of checks on a monthly basis for pension payouts, you're talking about taking mails to the post office to mail them. You're talking about your resource staff and all of that. You know how much savings they're making? So kudos. Jamaica is getting on the world's map. You have to, at some point, no matter what people say, you have to be relevant, because you can't be operating in the 1970s and you're in the 2000s. It just doesn't work like that. 914-600-4228. More headlines for you. Okay, this one says, about the bank accounts out of Kingston, Jamaica. The Accountant General's Department, the AGD, says arrangements have been made to assist Government of Jamaica, the GOJ pensioners, wishing to open bank accounts. The AGD, in a newspaper advertisement today, advised that representatives from several commercial banks, the Registrar General's Department, the RGD, and the Tax Administration of Jamaica are on location at their offices at 2 to 4 Church Street, Kingston, to facilitate the process. The department advised that Justices of the Peace, JPs, will also be on hand to assist pensioners in need of their services as well. The initiative began last Thursday. Pensioners are being asked to take with them valid picture identification, tax registration number, the TRN, birth certificate, proof of address, emblem name, and contact details of at least one reference. The AGD also urged pensioners without all the required documents to visit their office to discuss eligibility for special consideration. For further information, individuals can contact the AGD at their special hotline at 876-832-1069, WhatsApp 876-818-6583, or email info@treasury.gov.jm. Kudos to the AGD. They are doing a great job down there in Jamaica. I'm very proud of my country. 914-600-4228. Would you like to discuss the headlines? Give me a call. Now, as we know it, people have been grappling for years that people don't want to work. Well, here is an innovative market that is being opened up in Jamaica. Local overseas investors to develop bamboo factory. Let them say they don't have no job. Okay? All right. Also out of Kingston, Jamaica, local and international investors are collaborating in the development of a factory that will produce paper and other valued items from the bamboo plant. Chairman of the Bamboo Industry Association of Jamaica, BIAJ, Robert Rainford, said that the overseas investors are from Guatemala, Canada, and China. He says we're expecting that very soon approval will be granted for funding to move the process forward. In a year's time, we expect to be producing paper products for the Jamaican market. Rainford was addressing a recent Jamaica Information Service, the JIS, think tank, where he provided details about projects being undertaken to drive growth in the bamboo industry. He said that the BIAJ is overseeing a bamboo charcoal factory in Peckham, Clarendon. The Clarendon Municipal Corporation is also collaborating with the association in developing a pre-processing facility, which will see bamboo being used to produce desks and chairs for schools under a project with the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. Mr. Rainford said, and I quote, "We have also been using bamboo to make stretchers for the sports programs in schools. Some have already been delivered, and by the end of November, we will have 1,000 stretchers to be delivered." End quote. He noted further that 7 acres of mined out land provided by Noranda Bauxite Company is being used in Clapham, St. Anne to grow bamboo. Well, 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 let them not say there is no work in Jamaica. There's a bamboo factory coming on stream. Isn't that great? 6:15 p.m. The segment ends at 6:30, after which I'll be going into some great, great music just for you. Killing of 2 at Kentucky supermarket is being investigated as a hate crime. A white man charged with shooting and killing 2 African Americans at Kroger supermarket in Kentucky last week had first tried to enter a predominantly African American church, police say. Gregory Bush, 51, was charged with killing Maurice Stallard, 69, and Vicky Lee Jones, 67, at the supermarket in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, a suburb of Louisville. As more information about the Wednesday attack and its alleged perpetrator have emerged, there are indications that Bush chose his targets because of the color of their skin. Federal investigators are looking into the fatal shooting as potential civil rights violations such as hate crimes, Russell Coleman, the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Kentucky, said in a statement. The details are chilling. Bush allegedly walked into the Kroger, pulled a gun, and shot Stoddard in the back of the head, then shot him several more times. Then he went outside and killed Jones, who also died from multiple gunshot wounds, according to the Associated Press. Louisville resident Ed Harrow told the Courier-Journal that he crouched in the Kroger parking lot church, clutching his own revolver. The gunman walked by him and said, "Don't shoot me, I won't shoot you. Whites don't shoot whites." Can you believe that? Whites don't shoot whites. Interesting. A very, very pointed statement there. And so 2 persons lost their lives at the Kroger supermarket in Louisville in Kentucky. There has been rather another double murder in the parish of Clarendon, Jamaica. Up till late yesterday, the police had not yet established a motive for Friday night's double murder in Mapen, Clarendon. The victims have since been identified as 55-year-old Gladstone Cuban Allen, a driver employed to the Mapen Library Service, and 43-year-old Gregory Mitchell. Reports are that at about 10:30 Friday night, residents of Duke Street in Mapen heard loud explosions and went to investigate. They found Allen's body lying beside his Nissan motor car with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the face and chest. Mitchell was found lying face down in a nearby yard with wounds to the upper back. The police were summoned and the two taken to the Mapen Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. More than 129 persons have been killed in Clarendon since the start of the year. When I read this, I said 129 people in Clarendon alone in Jamaica. That's just disturbing. Should not be happening. We don't have, they're working on it. They're working assiduously. We know that they are, but we don't have the manpower. We really don't. Even if you have a police stakeout, it's very difficult to man any crime that is already in progress and you're not in that area. It's very difficult, and no matter how many tips and so on, because they have their helpline tips and all that, they have been catching some perpetrators over the time. I mean, really, really hardened criminals who have been doing just evil acts, just real criminality. People just kill. I mean, if you step on a rat, you scream if you get a chance to step on it. If you catch him on your glue, you cringe. So can you imagine wanting to kill another human being? But the hearts of men are desperately wicked. Now, as you know, the perpetrator who murdered the 11 people over the past week, he was presented in court this morning in his hearing, his first appearance rather. And, he was told his rights and all of that. And somebody asked me this morning a question, and when I answered them, they said, Lady D, you guys should. There are churches that they do have security personnel, but they're not armed. Because most people of faith, it's not their belief that they should have their security personnel armed on their grounds. There may be, or there are, law enforcement officers who are Christians and they attend church, and they might have their firearms on them, as well as those who don't take their firearms with them when they're going to worship. So it's not even likely that they're thinking of taking their firearms with them to the house of God. Such fear is being driven into the minds of people that people feel as though if you literally just go into the mall, we've had bombings in malls, you've had bombings near people's houses, you have had aircrafts going down, and numerous other accounts that we could talk about. But sometimes when you think things are just about to just, you know, you want to say take a break, but then if you say take a break, if you use that terminology, it indicates that something else is going to come, something else is going to happen. But I feel it for the people who are in their synagogue worshiping, and here is this man who just went all out. The blessing, though, is that there were no children hurt. That's just a part of it, you know. I'm just mentioning. But when you think about it, you have to say to yourself, my goodness, at any given time, you're anywhere and something as tragic as that can occur. We don't know what's going to happen any single second. You really don't know. Things just happen, but it is important for us to be prepared. Where's your standing? What is your foundation? So if something happens to you, we know you're okay. We have to really think about it. And every time headlines of this nature comes out, and we talk about it, and it makes for great discussion, and everybody everywhere is talking about it. But we also are cognizant of the fact that there are evil people who will do evil things. And we can only just continue to think about those who have lost their families in this tragic incident and other incidences that are taking place as you and I are here now. Things are happening. So may their souls rest in peace, because I really don't even know what more to talk about when it comes on to these kinds of topics. However, before I move on to the next headline, it's now 6:23 p.m. If you're just joining me, it's keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. And if you'd like to share your thoughts with me, you may call 914-600-4228. The lines are open just for you. You may call and let me know what your thoughts are. But in the advent of social media, which many of us use for such positive things, and we're empowering people with the use of social media, but there are people who are writing things on social media. Did you know that ever since I joined up with, especially, say, Facebook, I only befriend the people, and the people who know me befriend me. If you want to be my friend simply because you're a friend of somebody who knows me, I don't necessarily have to accept your friend request, because now I have not exceeded the maximum for friends, because I'm not there for the numbers. I'm there for the relationship, for the business prospect, and simply to socialize online with people who you're not going to see unless you're in their space, because people are all over the world. So I am not into the numbers. And that is why people will sometimes see posts on their pages, and you knit your brow and say, what is this? Because somebody is posting something that everybody else is quick to click a like to without reading it. They don't read. They're just clicking because they want to, the numbers is there, and you don't have to. And in this case, the man was posting all kinds of stuff, but nobody not paying attention. People will write things that they're thinking of, and people will just think it's a passing moment, and they go and they execute it, just like he did. Very, very sad. Very sad. By the way, are you aware that the 911 police number in Jamaica is down? The police are advertising that the 119 emergency number is currently out of service. As an alternative, the public is being advised that they may reach the police at a 927-9910 or 927-778 or 927-7584. So the 119 number to reach the police in Jamaica is not working. It's out of service, so they have an alternate number. I'm sure they're funding that by now, but nevertheless, I still had to mention that. It's now 26 minutes after 6 o'clock again. The segment ends at 6:30. And if you'd like to give me a call, you may 914-600-4228. This is keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. It's Monday, and I'll be going into some great selections just for you this afternoon here on the show. And of course, while the music is being aired and you want to speak with me, you can still call me. I have no problems with that. There is a headline I saw, which is local out of the Bronx. And police are searching for the person who they say raped an 11-year-old in a public bathroom in Morrisania earlier this month. Police say that back on October 14, the 11-year-old girl went to meet with the suspect in Hilton White Park. Police say that's when the suspect asked her to go inside a nearby public bathroom, where he raped her and ran off. The girl returned home and told her parents. She was taken to Montefiore Hospital, where she was treated and released according to authorities. Officials say that the suspect is between 4 and 16 years old. They say he's about 5'4" and around 120 pounds. He was last seen in a gray hoodie, dark shorts, and white sneakers. Um, you know what part of this headline caught my attention is the fact that they say, unless they didn't write it right, I don't know. But they said that she met him and then he asked her to go into a nearby public bathroom. Ask her to go into the bathroom for what? You know, so I said, well, wait a little bit. Did they go into the bathroom together? Because clearly, if she met him, she knew him. They didn't indicate if it's any online meetup or anything like that, so I'm not going to go there. But it did cross my mind. But I'm wondering to myself, she's 11 and she went to meet this person. Did you know that no matter how hard you try, as children, we're tricky. We would say we're tricky fine. We're tricky bad, you know. Because if you want to do something, you're gonna create, you're gonna mastermind a plan to meet up. Who didn't do that? All of us did it. We want to meet with friends, we want to go do something or another. You create a way, and it's just because something bad happened. Because if that wasn't the case, we would know that she met this boy. It's very, very unfortunate that he raped her. So that's why I'm wondering, who did she meet? How well did she know him? Why did she go into the bathroom? You asked me to go in the bathroom. We're going into the bathroom together. Why? You know, sometimes you read some headlines and you say, boy, at least I was a little maybe sharper. You know, you would think of things before they happen, unless you plan it. But, you know, what can I say? Anybody saw that headline? It bothered me. And so now because he raped her, she had to run home hotel. That's just sad. 6:30 p.m. That's a wrap for the segment here on the show Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Good afternoon to you, everybody. And I want to say welcome to you if you're just joining me. As always on Monday, it's keeping you in the know from 6 to 6:30 p.m. And you're invited to call if you hear any of the headlines that I have presented to you this afternoon. I'll be going into a series of music, but nevertheless, you may call me. It's a Monday. It's a Monday drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Lots to do, and I got half an hour to go. Can you imagine? I've been here since 5 p.m. this afternoon. Good afternoon to Sign FM 88.9, 97.7 Fever FM, and of course, you're listening to Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. I'm streaming live on my on my, not my WhatsApp, on my YouTube page. So if you want to check me out, it's Inside the Zone with Lady D. Inside the Zone with Lady D. And can just click and watch me. I'm up live, and I can wave to you if you want to, and we can chat while I'm on the YouTube page. That's a wrap for this afternoon. Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. Thank you so much for tuning in to the segment. It's now 6:32 p.m. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Monday. I know you're perhaps driving home right now, 6:32 p.m. For those of you who are studying hard, you're going for your BSc or your PhD, or you're home with your children, relaxing, and you're helping them with your homework, and then you have your schoolwork to do, because adults don't have homework, please. You have schoolwork. Please don't let me hear you talk about no homework. You're too old for homework. Good afternoon to everybody. Hi to, let me give a little shout out here right now. Let me see who I should send my shout outs to this afternoon. Want to say hi. I have not heard a word out of Pepperlight. Has anybody seen Pepperlight for some time? Pepperlight and Bobcat. Hey, Eddie F, how are you? Norms, Gloria, Patricia, my Yam lady, Arlene, and where is Tafara? I'm just going down this list of people I haven't spoken to in some time. Hey, K Star and Sharon Hamilton Pearson and I are always saying hi to each other. Hey, Betty, Juliet, Dawn, Fiona, Kay, what's doing? Then you have Daisy and DL and Vernon and Bushy, a whole lot of people. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon to you. And if you are from the island of Anguilla, Antigua, Barbuda, good afternoon, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, then you're in the B's, the British Virgin Islands. Hello, you're from Cuba or you're from the Cayman Islands. Hi, you're from Dominica or you're from the Dominican Republic. You're from Grenada, Guadeloupe, Guyana. Hello, you're from Haiti. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. You know, when I get to my island nation, it's different. Martinique, Montserrat, the Netherlands, Antilles, good afternoon. Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Turks and Caicos, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Venezuela. Good afternoon to you. Taking you to some great music here on the show, Inside the Zone with Lady D.
Ain't no doubt about it. I'm in love. I'm in love. About you. About you.
How are you, everybody? Hope you're good.
So naturally, I know it was was I the morning? I let myself go. Now I can start. This life will last forever.
Good afternoon. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by.
Your song, fill my heart, every dawn. If I could not hear it, I needed someone. Now I am tired. I hope this life lasts forever. Ain't nobody gonna help me better. Make me happy, make me feel just right. Ain't nobody gonna help me better. what to do. Must be raining. Hope the spring to be real. I'm in the spirit. I make my wish for the heart. And hope it's not last forever. Oh, oh, oh. Ain't nobody but me that comes tonight. Make me happy. Make me feel just right. Ain't nobody but me that comes tonight. Ain't nobody but me that comes tonight. Arm around me, then get around me. Oh, God, make me feel sweet surrender. Oh, I'm so warm and tender. Staring into each other's eyes. And what is all so high. Got a feeling of sweet treasure. Love will be there. This way, feel this way. Love has truly been good to me.
6:45 p.m.
Not even
It's the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. You're on in Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. I brought you some features and news. And taking some time out to sit back, relax, and enjoy some great, great music. I'm your host, Lady D. Denise Gomez. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on a Monday.
got to tell you how you thrill me. Happy as I can be, you have come to change my whole world. By sadness, hello, hello. What a wonderful day. It's so amazing to be. I fly to the moon and the sky. And it's so amazing, And I'm waiting for something to be loved. To the moon and the sky above. It's so amazing to be to the moon and the sky above. And you and I, so amazing to be to the moon and the sky above. Knowing my way, I can say for certain there's a chance for me and you. I sure feel like the time is sure in my mind is I think love brought us here. I remember not too long ago, I was just a lonely person with a lonely heart. Yeah, and I was hoping that could one day be a chance for me to get the love that I've been missing. Sometimes love takes so long, but wait for love. And you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love. Will you take the chance on to love you? I'll always love you. Your process for a long time you think you're right. Nothing hurts as bad as when you see you gave up too easily. Now I remember spending all my time on a dream that kept me wishing that you could be my own. Yeah, and I was hoping that could one day be a chance. Oh, oh, the love I've been missing. Sometimes love so long, but wait for love. And you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love. I never stopped believing that could one day be a chance for me to get the love that I've been missing. Sometimes love keeps so long, but wait for love, and you're gonna get your chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love, and you'll get the love that you've been missing. Sometimes love so long, but wait for love, and you're gonna get your chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love, and you'll get the love you've been missing. Sometimes love it takes so long, but wait for love, and you're gonna get your chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love, and you'll get the love. Been missing some kind of love. So long, but wait for love. And you're gonna get your chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love, and you'll get the love. Sometimes love takes so long. Wait for love. And you're gonna get your chance to love. Wait for love, and you'll get the love. Sometimes love takes a long time. Wait for love. And you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, and you'll get the love. You've been missing. Sometimes love takes a long time. Wait for love. And you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love. Sometimes love takes a long time. Wait for love.
Wait for love. That's my guy, Luther Vandross. You know I love Luther. May his soul continue to rest. All the good ones die early. I don't know. But anyway, just want to say good afternoon to you. I'm winding down nice and easy on Monday afternoon here inside the zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. And I always tell people that's what's on my birth certificate or my birth certificate, whichever one is on my birth certificate. And I love my name. I love my name. Good afternoon to you. Switching gears now. Switching gears too. So switching gears. So of course I'm going to be playing one of my all-round guys here. You know, I've had this CD for years. I've had him on my show by way of an interview, and I think he's pretty good. So.
Yeah, man, I'm full time them to listen.
The voice of Sledge. Out of Connecticut.
I'm not a coward, believe me, but you know things not easy. So much trouble every day. Always are coming out your way. Walk on body not the morning. Can't come to dinner this evening, so just run. When you see trouble, I come, just run. If we pop you down, just run. No matter that family, come, just run. Take up your foot in your hand and run. Trouble no set like rain. All the things are just worries and strain. And that my mother tell me, say, remember this is somewhere you have played. Them the things that will hold you. I make big nations fit you, so just run. When you see trouble I come, just run. If we pop you down, just run. No matter drop on the ground, just run. Take up your foot in your hand and run. Some people never learn, and this is my concern. Man, boys and girls, look what I want in the world. Old time people tell me, and this is what they say to me. Just run, when you see trouble I come, just run. If we pop you down, just run. No bother drop on the ground, just run. They got the foot in your hand and run. Hear me. If you know how to listen, then you better listen. You're up in the mall or up in the prison. Learn this your lesson. Seek God blessing. Put down the clock and the Smith and Wesson. Warring at the street, man you know it weak. Things are run hot, you know it no sweet. War with disease, get go you can get freeze. Take a walk in the heat and get some cool breeze. And just run. When you see trouble at home, just run. If we pop you down, just run. No matter that on the ground, just run. Take up your foot in your hand and run. People just run. When you see trouble at home, just run. If we pop you down, just run. No matter that on the ground, just run. Take up your foot in your hand and run. Trouble must hit like rain. All the thing are just worries and strain.
I always love this track, Run by, oh my goodness, I just love Sledge. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've gotta go. But I had a good afternoon with you here inside the zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. We bring you the best in roots, rock, reggae, R&B, disco, gospel, calypso, and a host of other selections aired right here on your budding and buzzing station. The show is brought to you courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nareed Avenue in the Bronx. So you heard it here on the show inside the zone. Give them a call, 718-324-7484, and place your order on your way home this evening and the days thereafter. Their food is delicious, and you don't want to miss out on the experience. So, thanks to all those who spent the time to listen to the show today and to watch me live on YouTube and on the World Wide Web, linkageradio.com. I will be back, God willing, on Thursday to do it all over again with Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Who will I be connecting with? I'll get back to you on that. But of course, it's going to be an interview, and I hope it's going to go well and should be fine. As a matter of fact, on November 10th, my church will be hosting its biannual banquet, and we're going to be at Maestra's Caterers. So if you'd like to get your tickets, give me a call, 718-652-3288, and come sit with me, relax, and enjoy your banquet. Also, my alumni, Beer Technical High School, will be hosting our annual dinner dance on November 24th. And our principal during my time, the late Ben Francis, he will be laid to rest this coming Friday, and we'll be having a recognition portion of in our programming on that day while we're having our dinner dance on November 24th. So we'd love you to come and join us. I've been posting out the flyer, looking forward to having you join me. Gotta go. Blessings, everyone. As always, love yourselves, love your children, and remember, in everything you do, it's the will of God concerning your life. Blessings. Mwah. Love, love, love. I'm out of here. Taking this from the top.
You don't know, you don't know, no. Should I have faith in you? Come to rule, and we have the under the tackle, and we have the tune. Yeah, man, Sanchez, I keep it locked.
Thank you for joining me. Bye. See you on Thursday. Looking forward to having you join me.
To this, none can compare. Trying to figure